What's going on, guys? It's Austin here, and welcome back to another episode of Madden 17 Ultimate Team. We are wrapping this series up today. This will be the final video I will be posting of Madden 17. Unless something crazy happens on Madden 18, I will probably never be playing this game again. Sad to say, but, there's a new game every single year. We move on. It happens. It's life. Anyways, in this video, we are going to be completing the Rookie Premier Solo Challenge. We are just going to be doing a couple things to really just wrap this video up. We will be making one or two more additions to our team to kind of boost our overall, just to see how far we did come in the short period of time that we had here on Madden 17 Ultimate Team. I did start at kind of the beginning of August, I think it was. Yeah, this is August. So yeah, at the beginning of August, I did start Madden Ultimate Team on Madden 17. And, our goal was to see how far we can make it until Madden 18 is released. Since Madden 18 is dropping tomorrow, this will be the final episode. And, right here, this play right here. Bingo, look at that interception. One of those fumble little play with it in the air, pity-patty, potato, hot, jiggle-jaggle, boom-boom interceptions. That's the kind of thing that, I like to see, especially in Madden. It's really realistic. I hate how in the previous Maddens, whenever there was a tip pass or something like that where the ball was flown up in the air from a tackle or anything like that, that it was, some reason impossible to intercept. So I'm glad that those additions have been added into Madden. One thing I definitely want to talk about in this video is some of the things I'm seeing from Madden 18's gameplay. So one thing that I'm definitely seeing from watching other YouTubers do Madden 18, because, they get it early. I have 23 subscribers, guys. I don't get Madden early. Let's just get real. But from watching other YouTubers play Madden, one thing that I've definitely noticed is the jukes and the spins are lethal. But they're lethal in kind of like an overkill kind of way. So as we do go on to the next game in our challenge, we are going to be playing against the Steelers in this one. But like I was saying, it's very lethal. It's very overused. It's very deadly. But it's not deadly in a good way. The one thing that I've definitely noticed about it is if you juke 10 yards ahead of a computer, let's say you're running to the end zone, right? You're running to the end zone, you're 10 yards ahead of the defender, and you juke. For some reason, the guy behind you that's 10 yards away will fall. Not every time, but it happens. Why does that happen? I have no idea. I don't know about you, but I've never been juked so hard where I fell 10 yards behind the receiver. I've never done that. In all my 19 years of life, I have still to this day yet to get my ankles broken from behind. And honestly, I highly doubt that is ever going to happen. Yeah, I can 100% say that will never happen in my life. But anyways, what people are doing is they're juking and they're spinning a guy that's in front of him, and somehow a guy behind him falls too. And I get it. The guy in front of him, sure, he can fall. Go ahead and get your ankles broken, sir. Go ahead and lose your skates. But I shouldn't be seeing some guy 10 yards away get their ankles broken from behind. That's just, to me, that's a little overzealous. So I think that the first patch of Madden should accommodate to that. I think the first patch of Madden should somehow buff that, because I don't want to be seeing that. If I'm playing online and I'm chasing a defender, or if I'm chasing a guy on offense, chasing him as in behind him, I should not be getting my ankles broken from behind him. I should not be seeing that. I should not be having it happen to me. Even if I'm on offense, if I'm on offense, I should not be able to break somebody's ankles behind me. So the spin move and jukes, the moves, let me be real, they're nasty. The animations are so much cleaner this year with the new engine. They're definitely nice. As I break this nasty run, my hero Chris Johnson, they're definitely nice, but I should not be seeing that happen, guys. Other than that, I've really been liking everything I've been seeing so far from Madden 18. For those of you that say Madden 17 looks exactly like Madden 18, y'all are wrong. Just look at it. Just look at the player models. They're close, I get it, but look at the detail. Look at the detail in the helmets, the detail in the jerseys, the detail in the players' faces. There's improvement, and there's really, 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 really big improvement, and I really like that. I really like what they did to the game this year. Obviously, I'll have more impressions once I actually get my hands on the game, and I'm stoked about it. I'll definitely be putting out a gameplay, but as far as my impressions on what other people are doing, what other people are playing, what other people are showing, draft champions or path to the draft, or whatever you want to call that. That mode is better than ever now. It's revamped a little bit. It's the same exact concept, but they revamped it with players and stuff like that. And so I just remembered it. One thing I love about Madden 18 is I like the screen displays, like the different menus, the color scheme behind it. It definitely doesn't get boring. Madden 17's color scheme is nice, but I definitely got bored of it after a while. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I need to rant about my Titans real quick. If you want to play with a team that is going to be lethal in Madden 18, you really want a team that is going to shred people online, get Madden 18 and play with the Titans. Here's why. Starting out at your quarterback position with Marcus Mariota, you have a mobile quarterback. In Madden, a mobile quarterback is almost necessary. You have a running back in DeMarco Murray, who can not only outrun a defender, but he can truck a defender and juke a defender. But then you also have the backup running back in Derrick Henry. So not only can you just start off with your first string running back, but you can hit him with a 1-2 punch with Derrick Henry and power through. Let's move on to receivers. You have Rashard Matthews, Eric Decker, Corey Davis, Taywan Taylor, Tajay Sharp in the game to be healthy. He's healthy. He just got off the pup list today, but he's been hurt. You have receivers that are not only big, but you have some speedsters like Taywan Taylor. He's small, but he's a speedster. Eric Decker, he's got a little bit of size to him. Corey Davis has a lot of size to him. So you have size and you got speed. Let's move on to their offensive line. You have, what's his name? Taylor Lewan as the left tackle. If you run that left side, trust me, you're going to get somewhere. You have Jack Conklin. You have Jack Conklin in there. You have, I almost said Denard Span. Wow, that's a shortstop for the Washington Nationals. What to do? Good job, Boston. I'm going to move on from offensive line so I don't move anything up again. You have a defense that is up and coming. You have their middle linebackers who in the game is going to be studs because they have speed to them so they can rush really well on the edge. You have a defensive line with Carl Klug, Jarrell Casey, Derek Morgan. You have a defensive line that is going to get through and is really going to make a difference. As far as safeties go, you have Kevin Byard, whose overall is going to boost up throughout the game. He's on the rise, 100%. You have Jonathan Cyprien, who has been a good user in the past. He's kind of on the downslope of his career now, but he's still an asset. As far as cornerbacks go, you do have the amazing speed of Adoree Jackson. Let's just face it, he's going to be more so enjoyable to play with in the special teams game, but he is going to keep up with plenty of receivers. He's small, but he is going to make a difference. But like I said, this Titans team, I'm being biased a little bit. I'll go ahead and be biased. But if you want a team that's going to be lethal in Madden 18, play with the Titans and tell me I didn't tell you so. So moving on, as you see in the gameplay behind us, we did turn the Saints over on downs. We forced a turnover. We are going to be taking over on 1st and 10. But that is going to wrap up the game because we did just go ahead and sit on the ball. We didn't do much with it. We just ran it once and nailed it twice. Pretty simple stuff right there. So moving forward into this Rookie Premier Solo Challenge, we are going to get about 1,000 coins right there. And we are going to be going up against the Texans and Deshaun Watson, who is actually having a pretty nice preseason. He's not doing so much good on the passing game. I mean, he's making passes, don't get me wrong, but his feet is where it's really been shown. And I'm a little confused as to why he is not starting. Someone needs to help me. For some reason, the Texans are not starting Deshaun Watson, but are starting Osweiler. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this isn't the 2018 rookies. But if I'm right, Deshaun Watson should be starting at quarterback. But anyways, we do back them up all the way onto their onto the 2-yard line. And we are going to get to the backfield and get a safety just like that. And that will wrap up that game. We're moving through these solo challenges pretty quick. This is going to be more of a lengthy episode. It's going to be about 18 minutes long. But we're just wrapping this game up, guys. We're just wrapping it up, trying to get through, trying to build the hype for Madden 18, and I cannot wait. Oh, right there, look, it says Watson. There should be Deshaun Watson starting at quarterback, but I'm not going to complain. So it's whatever. And so right here, we are going to be going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars with Leonard Fournette at running back. But we're going to take over out here on 3rd and 10, down by 4 with 2 minutes left on our own 12-yard line. We have Tom Brady quarterback, Chris Johnson set to our left. As you see, we are running a 4 verts, and we're going to be throwing across the middle to Delaney Walker, and just like that, we are going to be moving the chains. We're running a no-huddle offense because we do only have a minute and 47 and counting left in the game. Once again, we're going to be running the 4 vert kind of concept there. We are going to be rolling out to the right with Tom Brady, throwing it across the middle to Larry Fitzgerald deep to our 23-yard line. And here on 1st and 10, once again, another no huddle because we do not have the time to wait. We do not have the time to get a huddle and catch our bearings. We are going to hit them with a halfback draw, and he is going to break it out to the outside, get about 9 yards on the carry, and here, 8 yards on the carry. And once again, out of the no huddle offense, here on 2nd and 2, yeah. So in that play, I should know one thing. Tom Brady is not a mobile quarterback. He never will be a mobile quarterback. And even if it's just rolling out to the left to try and find an open receiver, he's not going to be able to do it. But here on 4th and 7, we're going to hit him with a quick slant route over the middle. And we are going to pick up the 1st down just like that. And finally, on 3rd and 5, trying to find a receiver, rolling out to the left, throwing it to the back of the end zone to Antonio Brown. He goes up and brings down a spectacular catch for 6. And that is going to put us up 13-10. Here with 6 seconds left in the game, they are going to just throw a Hail Mary pass, and we are going to pick that off one-handed. Nasty to end the game just like that. We are going to move on to our next challenge, move on to our next game within the series challenge. And when we get back to the main menu, we are going to have a couple coins, and by a couple I mean 1,500 coins that we are going to add to our selection. Right now we have about 17 grand in our bank, 86 overall, and we are just moving forward, wrapping up this series, wrapping up this game. This was a wonderful year. I didn't really jump into MUT until, well, August. But this coming year, here's what's going to go down. So what I want to talk about is my plans for Madden 18. So I have been keeping up with the competitive scene lately, and I have been talking with some people. I have been making plans to play in different tournaments. I have tournaments that I'm already going to be playing in September. I will be at certain tournaments. I will be active in the Madden community, but I'm not a competitive player. Let's get this straight. I am a guy who loves to play Madden. I'm a guy who is trying to put out fun content for YouTube. I'm trying to make it somewhere in YouTube, and I'm going to bring y'all along for the ride as I see how far I can make it this year in Madden Championship Series. It's something that I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to be a part of, and now that I'm getting Madden 18 early, now that I'm getting Madden 18, and Madden 18 is really driving the competitive scene, I figured what better year to do it than Madden 18. You know, there's so many new things with the engine. The competitive scene's blowing up. I follow all those guys on Twitter. You know, Dubby, Dreamy. I follow all those guys on Twitter. The competitive game is blowing up. It's a pretty nice community. There's a lot of trash talk. It's kind of enjoyable to watch, and I would love to be a part of that. And so, over the course of Madden 18, I am going to be qualifying for different events, hopefully. I'm going to be qualifying 100% for like weekend league and whatnot, but I'm going to be trying to grind and trying to rank up the leaderboards to make it to a live event so that I can bring you all alongside of me and hopefully, you know, win a tournament. That's obviously the goal for these kind of things. But my biggest goal, honestly, is to have fun. Madden should be fun. You should not be playing Madden and getting mad. Okay, let me rephrase that. I get mad playing Madden. You should not be playing Madden with the only intent to win money. Never. Yes, it's cool to put bets. Yes, it's cool to win cash prizes. Yes, it's cool to win money playing a video game. But like I just said, it's a video game. Have fun with it. Enjoy it while it's lasts. You know, we're not going to be playing video games forever. Maybe we will, but I don't know about you. But when I'm 77 years old, the last thing I'm going to be doing is whipping on Madden 18. What I'm probably going to be doing is rocking back in my rocking chair, holding my wife's hand, and sitting there talking about all the great memories that I had whipping up some people. Just kidding. I highly doubt when I'm that old I'll be talking about it. But, you know, I'm trying to just have fun with it, guys. That's the whole point of it. I want to go out there, have fun. If I make it, cool. If I don't, oh well. You know, I'm having fun playing Madden. So that's what it's all about. Just have fun. That's all it's about, having fun. Another thing with Madden 18, what I'm going to be doing is I will be dropping a series called 32 Teams in 32 Days. And it's where I take a month out of the year. Well, I guess a little over a month out of the year. And I will be playing every team on kind of a rebuild. I will be doing every single team in franchise mode. And I will be trying to win a Super Bowl, essentially, in about 2 to 3 seasons. That's the goal. And so for every day in 32 days, I will be taking each NFL team trying to do so. Whether it's the Browns, the Titans, the Bills, the Packers, the Bears, no matter who it is, I will be trying to win a Super Bowl in that short amount of time. And so as you see right here, we are just going to kind of go through and show you the final product of my team. We do make one more addition, but this is kind of the overall basis of my team. You know, we do have Antonio Brown, Fitzgerald, Beckham, Chris Johnson, Fowler, and Brady as kind of like the cornerstone of my team. Excuse me, I don't know why I said Fowler. He's just a fullback. Forget about him. On defense, we do have Sean Taylor, Darrell Revis, Terrell Suggs, Wesley Woodyard, Von Miller, Darius Slay, David Irving, who you're actually about to watch me pick up. I'm pretty sure. Actually, excuse me, no, we already got him. I deleted that footage. Okay, anyways. We are going to be picking up one more player, just kind of wrap up the team, kind of fill in a void that we do have on our team. And other than that, guys, this is going to be the end of Madden 17. We are going to do this quick little Ultimate Legends solo challenge. It was really fast. It took me about 3 minutes to complete, as you're going to see right here. So I'm just going to keep talking, but this will be the end of Madden 17. We will be putting Madden 18 content up starting on Wednesday. You know, I get the game tomorrow. I'm just going to be playing it pretty much all day when I get it. And yeah, content will be coming up probably late Tuesday, early Wednesday morning, and it's just going to be the grind, guys. I'm going to be putting out content like crazy. Look out for a talk video that I am going to be putting out tomorrow around 10 o'clock a.m. I will be putting out a talk video. It will be my predictions on the NFL season this year, so look out for that. That's definitely going to be a big thing to watch. As this kind of winds down, thank y'all for who, you know, kind of stuck around for this series. I got maybe about 15 views a video, so it wasn't many people, but you know what? I'm doing it because I love it. I'm not doing it because I need views. I'm doing this because I want to play it. I want to put out content. And if y'all want to stick around, y'all stick around. If y'all don't, you know what? There's other YouTubers you can go watch. I'm pretty sure they're doing a lot better than I am. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to continue to grind. I'm continuing to put out content. And if y'all want to stick with it and watch me do it, go right ahead. I'm going to be having fun. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of things that I have planned, whether it's giveaways, whether it's interactions, whether it's game, you know, streaming where y'all are playing with me. No matter what it is, I'm going to be doing a lot of things here in the future. I am definitely going to be continuing this YouTube grind no matter how hard it gets, guys. I'm not going to give up. So just stick with me here. Once again, we're just wrapping up our team right here. You see, you know, with Taylor Lewan. He's kind of my favorite player on the offensive line, not because he's a Titan, not just because he's a Titan, because he's definitely a dark horse player on the offensive line overall. And here you go. You can just finish watching our team wrap up. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, hit a like. Please subscribe. Content's going to be coming. Thank y'all for sticking with it. Please share. See y'all.